Mm, 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 mm.
And let's see if that worked. I don't know, guys. Have we got it working? Can you guys see it on your side?
Oh, Chester.
No.
You start a new stream.
I just got a notification on YouTube that you're starting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're on.
We're on. Awesome, I guess. Hello, everybody. We're back. Take 2. I don't
Yeah.
know, guys.
I refuse to take
Have we got it
responsibility for what
working?
happened.
All right, here we go.
Uh-huh.
All right,
No,
so I guess I
squarely
run away from this YouTube channel. Damn it! All right, we
Yes.
give it a second before we jump in and continue with our stories today. But hi, John Dillard. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I
Good.
am
We have
also
John Dillard. He's
well.
in here now. Oh.
Oh, no.
So
From bad to
Oh,
worse.
this is great. That's
Now-
really Dillard.
well, no, I know John has been very excited and doing a lot of promoting for IndieCom TV. Would you like to take a moment, John?
Absolutely, I would. Speaking of IndieCom TV, there's something totally unrelated I'd like to talk about, and that's Rick Piper on Drawn and Quarter tonight.
Oh, God. Oh, good.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Talk
I will
about
be
Rick.
I
Go
will
ahead.
be there dropping a small fortune in super chats, promoting Rick Piper and all of his interesting facts about Rick Piper. I hope to see you all there. I know that he would appreciate and love all of your support.
Oh, sure.
Can we gain the votes and get Rick to win?
Can we?
If you can figure out a way,
Can we not game votes anymore?
I'm game. I'm game to listen.
I disavow any conversation like this because I'll get yelled at.
Disavow.
Disavow. But yeah. Oh my goodness. How do you think Rick will do today, John?
I have it on good authority that Rick will come in at least second place.
At least second place, a good authority. Now,
At the very
why
least.
only second? Why not first?
I can't guarantee. I'm not a miracle maker. Chester, come on.
All right.
I can only do so much, you know.
Well, guys, we're back up and running, and it seems most of you guys have dropped over, back over. So let's continue with the news, and hopefully we won't take any booster suggestions from now on ever. Go ahead, Dinale.
I just wanted to rant about Watchmen. That's so wrong.
Yes, it's totally wrong.
Oh.
So now you're going to listen to me to rant about Star Wars.
Oh,
because,
no.
Oh, my gosh. I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
Because fortunately or unfortunately for myself, I got in touch with my source who's been right so far when he told me about Galaxy Edge, when he told me about Bot 2, what he told me about everything that's been going on, and I've related back several months ago. So if you want to check our old shows where I'm talking about it, go right ahead. Replayability. And you'll see that we've been on the money on that. So everybody's watched the Rise of Skywalker trailer that came out on Monday night during the Monday Night Football games. And now they're announcing that record sales, and it's making the pre-sale. But as we're all seeing, and a lot of YouTubers are showing, there's a lot of empty seats. So what's going on? So from our first news, we're getting from Disney Star Wars Dumb, J.J. Abrams is on the advisory board of Atom Tickets, self-invests in. So the site that's been pushing about the record sales and everything know that Fandango's also in league with Disney because you have the whole workers there. Before with Rotten Tomatoes debacle that came out, they're pushing for this to be great because one of the things that's going on with the movie is they can't use any of their advertisement money because all of that advertisement money has been gone to make the movie. And now, so this is the first part of the breaking down of what's going on with this. You're going to say, okay, so this is the first part. So you're going to say, okay, Dinale, so where are you going with this? Because we kind of know all this. what is this bombshell that you want to go and say about that? Well, I have it on good authority, who's very close into the production team, that the movie, and with other YouTuber like Doomcock, Midside Edge, and others, they've been saying it's over 70% reshooting the movie. It's actually 90% of reshoot. And the few finalized films that they actually locked in place was actually presented on Monday's night's trailer. So all those scenes that you watch were the only scenes that were finalized and approved. Because what they've been doing is been doing previs storyboard edits to get approval and make it happy. But what we've been finding out is that instead of doing this in pre-production, they've been doing this in post-production. Now you're wondering, why is this important? Because I know I've been hearing about you can't make 75% movie. You know, it takes a lot of work, especially if it's only a couple of months away, literally 1.5 months away from being released. So Denali, tell me, why is this important? Why is this knowledge important? Because digital, the whole movie, for the most part, is being animated in digital. The digital is how he's doing it, because all the principal actors, which is Adam Driver, the actors for Ray and Poe, Oscar Isaac, Rose Tico, they're already off the project. They're using digital projects, digital aspects of their self to make the movie. And if Chester, you can change it to the Hollywood Reporter for de-aging, please.
Mm.
So, how did Marvel de-age Sam L. Jackson, Robert Downey Jr., Lola FX supervisor spills the secret? So here kind of lays you out the groundwork, how they do it. They already have their images to make whatever they want to that realistic thing, because they have all the stock footage. They just need to put a placeholder into whatever they want, and they superimpose the characters on their faces.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally animating that. Number 3, what this means. This means, from my good source, is that they have hired every special effect company, from ILM to Weta Workshop to all the unknown teams and some other teams. Meaning that this movie is beyond premium price. They have to make at least $2.5 billion, $2.5 billion to recoup the production costs of this, to make it mates eat. And right now, you're not going to hear a peep out of this. So that's the bombshell news. You know why? Because why this is important, if Chester, if you can go to Bob Iger and saying, hey, you know, his response to the filmmakers' criticism, if they want to bitch, is certainly the right. The reason why Martin Scorsese, four Coppolas are bitching about Marvel is because Disney is using every special effect company to use their special effects to finish the Star Wars movie, delaying their own project from being finished. That means in 3 to 6 months, those movies are going to be announcing that they're going to have some delays going on. That's why these filmmakers are bitching so much about Marvel, and more pointedly to Disney, about what they're doing, because Disney has all of the studios working for them.
Okay.
Denali.
So,
yeah,
there you go.
technically, that all makes sense. I don't find any fault in what you just said.
Doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about, George?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
This movie's going to easily make $2.5 billion. Easily. And I know that's crazy talk because I already bought my tickets. And I hate Star Wars.
Why did you buy a ticket, John?
Because that trailer did it for me.
What? That trailer sucked, dude.
That trailer was great. It was fantastic.
Oh, okay, sarcasm. See, this is what I have to deal with.
I'm dead serious. It absolutely did not address anything that happened in The Last Jedi. Mm-hmm. They just brushed it all under the rug. It looked like it's going to be a good movie. What can I say? I'm an average Joe, and I like the trailer.
Confess, you're a Space Horse fanatic.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look so fun to my wife and I. But let me kind of try to recap what Dinale just went through and maybe make it a slight bit more concise. What he's trying to talk about here is pre-sales on tickets, right? Which John has admitted he's one of the sheep, we know that there have been a lot of speculation coming out with particularly the Captain Marvel movie when we had all the theaters across America we had like 25 seats empty consistently from movie to movie, and basically it looks like Disney spent a lot of money to pump that movie up. This tactic looks like they might be trying to do something similar here, with the pre-sale stuff. Continuing on with that, what he's saying is that basically they don't need the actors anymore. They're just going to CG them, is what I think he's saying, and he's using this article here to show their ability to do so, which I would take a side jab at Ang Lee's Gemini Man, because that was supposed to be the breaking, amazing, awesome de-aging process of all time, and of course it wasn't. It's not very good at all, and of course Disney does it much better. And then of course Bob Iger telling them go sit and spin as far as their opinion. Of course they have a right to do it, and he's saying that they're calling them out because of Disney tactics. Is that right?
Right, and that Disney is hogging all the special effects company to animate. This train wreck that's coming December 20th. The movie is not being delayed. I'm talking about future production that are upcoming for the next year. You'll start hearing within 3 to 6 months that those movies, depending on how much special effects is needed, will be delayed. And that's what I'm talking about. So
I get it. Yeah, I get it. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure there's a lot of people like John who will happily go watch this movie and then cry their way out to their cars. Yeah, no, I'm not biting that bullet again. Nope, I'm not doing it.
I didn't. I watched the first part of this new sequel. What was that called? The whatever it was. It was good. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was a great popcorn flick.
The Last Jedi?
No, the one before that.
Oh, The Force Awakens. Oh, I see.
There you go. Yeah, that was good.
You mean Rogue One?
Yeah, that was great. I loved Rogue One. That was
Rogue One was very good. Force Awakens, you're right. It was a very simple popcorn movie. It's watchable, 100% watchable.
I mean, I'm not expecting a sequel to break the mold and do brand new things for the industry. It was a sequel, and it was good.
Yeah, but see, the problem with The Force Awakens, and I agree, but the problem with The Force Awakens, John, is the fact that it wasn't a sequel. It was a remake. It was a soft reboot. I mean, it was a shot-for-shot remake, actually, which is shocking. But then again, we know J.J. Abrams, but that's what he does, right? And he has a lot of other J.J. Abrams that he pulls out. And that trailer was full of them, by the way.
I love J.J. Abrams. Got my face.
Oh, really? Wow, dude. He's being obstinate. Nah, some people will love it. Most people, I think, will be like, eh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, he's the one that redid the Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even get
other than the Last Generation, the Next Generation. I never watched any Star Trek. I thought they were terrible. He made that movie. I got interested in Star Trek.
Pixel. Are you still there?
He's out.
You're not going to allow him to talk about Star Trek like that, right?
I liked the new Star Trek done by Abrams.
Bastards. All right.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
God, it sucked balls, dude.
Chester, I think there's a conspiracy.
I think so too, dude.
In here at the same time,
and they
Yeah.
like the same movie,
Yeah, I know.
while
Right?
every other sane person doesn't.
How
Yeah.
I also like.
have we heard
Highlander
Pixel and
too.
Dilla talk at the same time?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Good point, Booster. Good point. These are recordings, so that way they can play at the same time. What's going on here?
I know it's weird. All right, here we go. Let's get away from this news and let's do something
Yeah.
different. Oh, Booster, what is this? Booster,
Oh no.
Booster.
Well, I didn't post it, but I'll announce it anyway. Ghost in the
Mhm.
Shell
Scandal
teaser
comics.
trailer with Netflix. Why don't you click it? Let's not, so we don't get
No.
shut down again.
Again, yeah.
Okay. No volume.
Okay.
There's palm
It's being
trees.
shut down.
Okay. Stop
But,
it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. I don't know. I don't know. It's a CG thing. It might be all right. Hold on a second.
Oh
Hold on a
god,
second.
it
Oh,
looks
wow.
She gets
crap.
This
out.
looks like
Yeah,
this looks like a film.
This looks like
student.
It's
this
it's
looks
that
like Fortnite.
cell thing.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. That doesn't look like her at
Yeah.
It
all.
looks like a video game cutscene
It does, dude. It does.
from the
Oh,
from the
boy.
late 2000s even.
Oh wow.
It's Borderlands without the artistic style.
Right? I mean, come on. That isn't her at all, man.
That's like the doll body that she had at the end of the second movie.
Yeah, right?
Or the first.
Yeah, right. Perfect. Yeah.
The Ghost in the Shell animes have some of the best animation I've ever seen in
Oh, yeah.
an anime
Yeah.
even, and what is that? That's dog shit.
Yep. Holy.
Look,
Why
the
did you
Japanese
make
should
me
just stay
watch
away
that?
from CG animation.
That's your
That hurt my
fault.
soul.
They
God.
can't do it. Other than bloody was it this new Lupin that's going out? That looks like it's really well animated. They need to stay away from CG animation. They can't do it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know what it is going on with that cell shading stuff, but it seems to be what's popular. It's at least I have to say, at least it's better than that stupid Steven Universe crap that just was
Yeah,
like a plague
no.
upon us for so long.
We don't-
It's better than
We
that.
don't talk about Cal Arts.
Now, wait just a second here, Chester.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh god!
Now, Adventure Time is probably one of the most fantastic cartoons to ever come out, ever.
Well,
Well,
no.
Diller, you should be happy. They're going to resurrect that show.
I do like
Yes.
Adventure Time. It's just
for
that it's
for
absolutely
HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, you'll be happy to get some more Adventure Time.
God damn it!
it's just
I got
it's
a
just-
budget in
Adventure
HBO
Time
Max.
is like it's ground zero for all this crap coming out of Cal Arts,
It
man.
is. It is. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Yeah. And I can't comment on Adventure Time actually because I never watched it because the art is crap. Why would I watch it?
It is actually a really fun show, but it's the ground zero for all this kind of Cal Arts post-ironic humor coming out of Cartoon Network and all these other shows lately.
I did
Here's
try
what
that.
kills
And
me.
also the absolute nepotism.
It is,
well,
but like you said, Chester, like all you guys have been saying, which is really gets on my gander, but I can't really say anything about it. But everybody always says people show up for a comic book for the art, but they stay for the story.
True.
Same thing for me when it comes to Adventure Time.
Okay, cool. No,
Yeah.
it's very popular. So I don't know. I just never watched it. I did try to watch that. What was it, Rick and Morty?
I love Rick
And
and
I
Morty.
couldn't
Yeah, I
even
love
get
Rick
through
and
the
Morty.
first episode. It was so
Yeah, that-
bad.
Show's too fast paced. I'm super old now, I guess, because these things are moving at the speed of light.
I love Rick and
no.
Morty because I actually have a very high IQ.
I mean, I can follow it. It's just,
I love
just
Rick and
they
Morty.
cut scenes too fast and they speak really quickly.
What are you playing, Booster? Not Booster, Pixel.
Yeah.
It's
Playing
like,
World of
wow.
Warcraft
It
Classic.
looks like World of Warcraft. Damn it, this thing is like got you by the balls, dude.
This thing
Yeah.
has better graphics than that Ghost in the Shell we just watched.
Yeah,
so
no,
here's
it does
my-
actually.
here's my
That's
problem.
sad.
Netflix produced a show called Cannon Busters just recently.
Uh-huh.
A Western kind of thing with some
Yeah, I
fantasy
watched
magic
it. It was
stuff
not
going
very
on.
good. Yeah. And he's roboting on us.
Whatever. All right.
Yeah,
This is
I
why we
didn't
don't
like it.
criticize the robots.
Yes, because they get you.
Fine,
But
let me-
look at the stack on those
me close that for you.
action bars you had in there. Jeez, man.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. I went ahead and closed it really quick, so hopefully it'll improve the connection. But so here's my problem though. Cannon Busters was made before that Ghost in the Shell thing had to be, and Cannon Busters is a 3D animated anime.
It is, yeah.
But it has so much style and design to it. It looks like it could be a hand animated show. It's got enough flair to it to make it seem like almost like a Cowboy Bebop type.
Well, that's what they're trying
feel.
to emulate, dude. It's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And I appreciate that aesthetic. It's the same like the Afro Samurai kind of thing, that whole Vibe in Samurai Champloo. All of that's very similar. But yeah, dude, when I saw that, I was like so excited. I'm like, oh yay, a new standalone complex, because that's one of my favorite series from them. Second Gig is amazing. That hurt. That really hurt.
It did, dude.
That kind of animation on that show.
And the thing is the storyline and storytelling is pretty dark, actually. It's not for kids. It's a very adult take, and I think it could have had some stuff, but it just also had some silliness in it. But yeah, no, I didn't care for it at all. I didn't care for it. I tried, but no.
I saw that they had the Tachikomi unit, the little spider unit in the background.
Yeah.
I can only imagine they're going to play them up pretty high in the series, because they were the cutesy, fun little characters that were in the standalone complex series.
Yeah. Well, then that's kind of the problem, is the female characters are just the standard, I'm just a cute little girl. I don't know what's going on, and then all of a sudden I'm going to destroy the world. And the dude is I don't know. I just think the writing isn't as good as it could be. And of course I hated the CG, the 3D art. But yeah, no. There's a lot of kind of crap coming out, but eventually something's got to stick to the wall. Eventually. Let's get to our last story here today. And Dinale?
From Bling Cool reports that Alan Fine's gone from Marvel 2. Tally's questions, Pearl mutter about conservative bias, but the point thing is, part of the restructuring, it seems that when they were moving a couple of people up, the title of president that Alan Fine had is no longer next to his name. So apparently he's no longer part of Marvel, or they haven't announced what new position he's going to be part of, because the position that he originally has been given to somebody else. And then they talk about the conservative bias that we mentioned on the show before.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Disney is certainly one of the ground zero areas for this leftist movements that are going on. That's quite obvious to anybody who's paying attention. But it is interesting about Fine, because he seems to have been kind of edged out. But then again, another person who got edged out that Disney didn't even make a mention is Jeff Loeb, the guy that was in charge of the TV stuff. So, I mean, obviously he's out because Kevin's been put in charge of it. This guy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many more people are going to be cut out of what's going on? I don't know. But we do know that this, phase 4, is that what they're calling it? Is definitely going it's going a direction we are very concerned about. But we'll have to wait and see. I have to wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah. And apparently phase 4 is going through Disney Plus, and most of phase 5 is going to be theater. So you're going to see a lot of phase 4 storylines.
I will say this though, for that. I'm sorry. I will say this though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that phase 1 through phase 3, we as in people that enjoy, a little bit more of adult themes and more of a middle of the road kind of politicking, we got a fantastic storyline and we got a beautiful ending, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with most of the movies as well. I'm not a fan of Endgame, but no, for overall, I'm very appreciative, dude. We get so many great movies. It's
10 years.
Awesome. 10 years or more, 12.
Yeah.
12,
yeah.
Because the only movies I thought, the only movie I really, really didn't like was Endgame. Captain Marvel is actually, I mean, I know people like knocking on it, but and it's got a lot of plot holes, and of course Brie Larson can't act her way out of a wet paper bag. But there's some good things in that movie, though. Dare I say?
I haven't seen it still.
Yeah. No, well, because I think Endgame irritated me more than Captain Marvel. But then I expected her to be exactly what she was in the movie, so it didn't shock me. But Endgame kind of ticked me off a little bit, but it doesn't matter. There's so many great stuff. I mean, I loved it, and I'm one of the people who loved Ant-Man, even though that doesn't get a lot of love. I love the original Ant-Man. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. Yeah.
Mm. Even Black Panther, which was very mediocre, it was fine. It was certainly watchable. They had war rhinos. That was awesome.
Cool.
That's that's kind of funny. Now that
That
you
gets,
say
that
it
gets
out
a
loud.
plus. Yeah. Yeah.
War rhinos, yes.
Hey, that's
I
definitely
have
a
bonded.
check.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
bonded with my war rhinos.
Yeah, I don't know about cloak shields, but whatever. But no, I think everyone agrees that they've done a really good job overall. It's amazing. With this Phase 4, I'm sure there'll be some good things in there. Even the stuff we're worried about will probably be pretty solid. I mean, Marvel does a good job. So I just don't. I really don't understand the hate they have for Thor, because they never. I mean, all the Thor movies are mediocre at best. Even the Ragnarok, which everyone was going on and on about, I thought it was fine, but it had some elements to it that didn't make any sense at all. But whatever. Yeah, I mean that probably irritates me more because I'm a big Thor fan. But
Yeah,
no,
it's just very difficult to make Thor work in that setting.
maybe.
Being who he is,
Yeah.
they had to do something about it. It just wasn't going to work.
Well, what's your favorite one so far, John?
I'm not going to lie, it was Ragnarok.
You like Ragnarok? A lot of people did. A lot of people did. Yeah.
I've struggled through all the Thors watching them.
Yeah.
And then when Ragnarok came around, I was like, they changed him. They changed him a lot. And I believe it, for the better. In this scenario, the way it was shaking out, they tried it a couple of times. It just wasn't going to work with that kind of Thor. And they made it hilarious and funny and action-packed and heroic and jumping from ship to ship and destroying. Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah, no. The irksome part of that movie for me was Valkyrie, because she's straight up villain. She's responsible for who knows how many deaths, but yet they're going to automatically give her a redemption. Not even. They just kind of said, nope, she's good now. And I didn't like that. But I thought Thor was fine. But actually, my favorite Marvel movie, even though Infinity War is the best one they made for sure, but my favorite one is still Captain America: The First Avenger. That's my favorite. I love that flick. Yeah, it's so.
I mean, when it comes to like the impression that it left, the first Avengers movie was probably like, I walked out of there like, wow, this is everything a comic book movie could be, and it's here, and I'm watching it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, and it was so true to the source material as well, in the spirit of it, anyway. But yeah, that's my favorite. What about you, Booster? What's your favorite Marvel movie so far?
Oh, I'm gonna be absolute basic bitch, and I'm gonna go with the first one, Iron Man.
It's good. It is good flick. Yeah,
it's a
Basic
really,
bitch
really
over
good movie.
It is a good movie. Yeah. What about you, Dinale?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, no, that's a very good movie.
Yeah.
That's more of a movie, actually.
Yeah. That's like the most. I wonder what Martin Scorsese thinks of that one.
Well, see, now I understand his amusement park ride comment. I do, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing.
Absolutely.
But that movie's not. That's a straight up spy thriller.
Yeah, that's why I like the spy aspect of it, and I like the genre as a whole.
It's a movie you can compare to Dark Knight even.
Oh no, I would agree.
You put a spy, if you put a spy drama genre film, whether it's James Bond or Michael Caine's spy in there, Harry,
You're gonna say the spy who shagged me?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna go with that as well. The spy who
well,
shagged
that's
me.
Steve.
That's the best Marvel movie.
Part.
It is. Yeah.
Give me my belly.
How about you, George? What's your favorite Marvel movie?
My favorite one? It's a toss-up between Winter Soldier and Civil War.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Civil War is pretty good too. How about you, Pixel?
It's hard because there are so many different styles. I kind of lean towards Winter Soldier also, because I've seen that one so many times and I really enjoy it. Ragnarok, I think, was probably the most fun I've had watching one of their movies. Although the original Guardians of the Galaxy kind of struck a good chord with me too. So it's hard to say, man. I'd have to probably go with Winter Soldier though for the best.
Yeah, it is a really well done movie. I agree. Actually, the Guardians of the Galaxy, I would say, is probably my family's favorite. The two movies, they love those
Oh yeah,
movies.
yeah.
They're good
I love
fun.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Doctor Strange, I loved a lot too. I mean, there's a few changes I wouldn't have made, but I understand why they made them. Because they had to depower Strange a lot for him to work, and I get it. Because he's more of the MacGuffin half the time, right? Because of
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
his power
But
level. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
same
and
with Scarlet Witch, right?
yeah,
true.
but they were also going with the whole theme of science, that
Yeah.
everything's powered by science and not magic. And now that they did the Infinity War and Endgame, now they can probably actually give him proper magic. And hopefully, this upcoming film with Scarlet Witch, it's going to be fantastic. And
You talk about WandaVision, the TV series?
No. She's going to be also in the sequel for Doctor Strange too.
Oh, is she? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. We'll see.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's gonna be. I'm hoping there's an opportunity to bring back James Spader, man, because I felt I was so jazzed about that because I just love that guy so much, and I think that they just really wasted him in that movie, and hopefully they can bring him back sometime over there.
I really hate Age of Ultron. I really hate what they did to Ultron. They made him a goof. Joss Whedon can't write an intimidating villain. Pisses me off.
That's true, but James Spader, just even as like Robert California,
yeah, no, he's awesome, dude.
he's
awesome.
a very intimidating and very.
Yeah.
You just can't take your eyes off this charismatic guy.
Yeah. Well, now that the person who was accusing Kevin Spacey of his supposed pedophilia is dead, maybe Kevin Spacey can get in a Marvel movie.
It wouldn't be surprising. Superpower.
That was the most horrific but awesome news I have ever read. Yeah, no, no, there's Kevin Spader. I mean, excuse me, Spader was absolutely awesome, dude. The people don't love the that Avengers movie, Rise of Ultron, very much, but I kind of liked it. It was all right.
I liked every scene that he was in.
That's true.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, no, the Avenger movies. Yeah, they're fine. We'll see. Because there are some interesting things coming. I'm definitely looking forward to Shang-Chi. If they do it right, if they use those same type of guys that they had in the Raid, which those guys have been running around Hollywood with, of course, John Wick and several things. If they use like that, it could be amazing, dude. It could be epic, right? So I'm looking forward to that.
Or it could be like The Force Awakens, where they were eaten by a monster around.
They were. You're right. They were. Well, see, the thing is, though, the Force Awakens is kind of like Black Panther for me. It's a movie, but it's fun. You can sit down and watch it. It's certainly watchable, and it has plenty of entertaining aspects. You just can't think about it too much, because when you do, you start seeing all the plot holes.
Oh, come on, Black Panther was just bad.
Yeah,
but like I'm
trying to
reminded
be nice.
constantly, it's not for me.
I guess. Well, that's a whole nother. The politics is a whole nother aspect of it.
I think I slipped through that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I'm not racist.
It was just as bad as Booster's favorite movie. Like, it's just a guy in the opposite kind of costume fighting each other. It's terrible.
Iron Man started the whole thing.
It did. Anyway, guys, we're sitting at our time on 2 videos today. I do apologize for that. And I'm not getting any registration on the other side of you guys interacting at all. So let me go see. Oh, there's all kind of March here is kind of with me. He hated Ragnarok. Ant-Man rocks. That's right, RT Bear. You and I are in a complete agreement. Turtle says Disney probably killed the guy for Spacey. Maybe. Now the show has no upvotes. Yeah, no one's put a like in there, but I guess it's because it's the second one. You probably already did it. I'm trying to buy up the omnibuses I want from Marvel before the building collapses. March here says, okay. Oh yeah, no, of course, talking about the politics going on where all the conservatives being pushed out. Yeah. But anyway, guys, we do have, of course, Blacklist Universe's Join a Quarter Pro Edition in an hour. Definitely go over there and support Rick Piper coming from the fan edition. Rick has been trying many times to get over there, and he finally succeeded. So definitely go support him. Anybody know what the theme is today?
Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern.
Ooh, one of my favorite is Butterboy showing up?
Is who?
Butterboy. You know, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan?
Oh, you haven't been keeping up, have you?
I guess not.
I've been messaging him trying to get him to do some ghost drawing for Rick Piper.
All right, he's not responding. Why? What's going?
He's
Why
not
wouldn't he be
responding.
there? I mean, and Green Lantern's his thing, dude. That's what brought him back, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's freaking Ethan all over. I mean, you would think he'd be on the
We'll
show.
talk
Where
off
they?
there.
Oh, really? They're on the outs now. God, these people, man.
Oh yeah,
God.
yeah. It's been a while.
It's like
been a
I'm
couple
dealing
weeks
with a
now.
bunch of children, you know. God.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep.
But go check it out anyway and support, just there to support Rick no matter what. We definitely want to support Rick. But of course, keep in mind that tomorrow we will, of course, will be coming back and doing some more comics news today. But more important than all that, we will be doing Pulp Heroes on the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, and I made a decision. I called it the Ultimate Fan Edition, but nope. It's the Ultimate Edition from now
We're
on.
the Ultimate Edition again. Oh,
Wait
we're
a
gonna get in
minute.
trouble. Oh,
Are you
You're gonna
guys
make me
doing the
change
shadow?
the
You guys aren't doing
name.
the shadow, are you?
Yes, we are.
Oh my.
Is there a problem? You
No
want
problem.
in?
No problem.
You want in?
Maybe, I don't know.
You kicked in. Let me check. Let me see if we have any spots. Hold on a second.
There's plenty of spots open.
Yeah,
Plenty of
there are
spots.
While
plenty
you're
of
checking for
spots.
spots, I would like to encourage everybody that's watching to go over to IndieCom TV and subscribe
That's
because
true.
Friday at 4:00, no, not 4:00 my time, at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time, we're doing another episode of Square Battle. It's gonna be fun.
Oh no, that does sound like a fun thing you guys are doing. And IndieCom TV
it's okay
is
when
fun,
you guys aren't cheating.
I
Taking my
can't
rightful
win.
crown.
Why would I cheat?
But no, it is cool what's going on over there. You guys should definitely check it out, and that's a lot more upload stuff as well. Which we don't do that at all. Definitely check it out. Yeah, guys, we're doing Pulp Heroes tomorrow, and if any of you artists want to get in on that, and I really hope someone does Buck Rogers. Because I'm a big Buck Rogers fan. I want to see Buck Rogers. But there are many things to do. We could do John Carter as well, all those pulp heroes. We're going to have fun with that tomorrow. And definitely come check it out. But other than that, guys, Dinale, take us out of here, man.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us for Comics News Today. Join us tomorrow for Comics News Today at 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Ultimate Edition of Drawn in Quarter at 10 p.m. Eastern, where we'll be doing Pulp Heroes.
Pulp Heroes.
But as always, your perception
Rogers.
shapes your reality. So always make it a good one.
Namaste.
Doc Savage.
Namaste.
Yeah, Doc Savage is cool. All right, guys. Later.
Aloha.